As a guitar player, I've never found a solid state amp that I liked. Tube amps give you a lot of organic vibe to them when you play them. If you play soft, the sound goes down and it changes in timbre. If you play hard, it gets a little more edgy and you can really control it. Solid state amps tend to sound very flat. For the player, they are sort of soulless. You know, there's not this give and take that really makes you come up with new things. I'm Steve Carr, founder of Carr Amplifiers. We have all kinds of customers who are professionals and returning to guitar, or they play guitar when they were younger and want to pick it up. We sold an amp to Bob One of Devo, Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top, Nils Lofgren, who plays with Bruce Springsteen, and they're very interested in getting the highest quality gear they can. We're one of the very few boutique guitar amp builders that makes our own cabinets, and we take it all the way from ordering the wood that's in a rough form that's finished for us, and then hand building every cabinet. And there's a lot of work and a lot of details, a lot of fine sanding and dovetailing and patching, and then the Tolex work is all by hand and very, very meticulous. And it's a fun way for us to do it. That's the way we love to build them. We try to use as many local ingredients as we can. The handles are made by a local guy who does leather work. The wood comes from not far away, and it's solid pine. The reason why we use solid wood for the cabinets is it seems to have a much more resonant and snappy tone. It's very warm, but at the same time very, very quick in the transients. We build everything point to point, and what that means is that each component lead, you know, a capacitor has leads sticking out of it, and those are actually wrapped around a terminal strip, and then we solder right to that. So there's no long lengths of wire. Everything is very, very direct. It translates into better sounding and better communicating, feeling amps. From start to finish, our hands are on everything. And we don't do it just so we can say we're the most hand-wired. We do it for the result, which is the best amplifier. Well, prototyping is my favorite part, coming up with a concept. And then usually what I do is look at some classic amps for inspiration and then just start tweaking. And often I'll start in one place but end up in another. It's almost like the amp guides me to where it wants to go as I change parts and values and try different circuits. So when we're developing a new model, not only do we have to come up with the actual electronics and sound of it, but then the aesthetic and the cabinet. And Lou Gagliano is fantastic in the wood shop. Lou has guided a lot of the cabinet design. He's come up with a number of the facades, and really is very creative aesthetically. Usually he and I get together and sketch out a bunch of different ideas, and we'll kick it around oftentimes for a month or so before Lou will build a prototype. Philip does all the coverings of the amplifiers, and he's a real craftsman at it. You know, the seams are extremely precise. We hear time and time again from our dealers and customers that they're the nicest looking amps they've ever laid their eyes on, and the way, you know, the seams come together is just incredible. You almost can't see them. Carr amplifiers are about quality, about fun and playing, about musical connection. I really feel that the amplifier is an instrument itself. You can take any guitar, and if you plugged it into an amp you really didn't like, the result would not be good. But you can take a guitar that's okay and plug it into a great amp, and suddenly you just want to play guitar.
Guitar players are attracted to Carr amps because it is an instrument and it's part of a player's sound. And so over time we get married to these things. Once you own a Carr amp, you know, a boutique guitar, it becomes an intimate part of your performance.
Carr amplifiers are about being fun to play. It's a joy to make music. We want to help with that.